All right, Coach, they've got right around 100,000 packed in here like sardines at AT&T Stadium. And with the roof closed and the bottled waters flowing, figures to be a loud and raucous atmosphere in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Touchdown, LA! He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start. I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready, 30 pace, let's go. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Ready.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't get this, boy.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, A lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's checking. Rock it. Get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get ready.
Gurley again here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Play action. It's Warner. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
2nd and 1. And the grab by Kroft. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, Alpha! 57. Mike, 57. Not today, you are. Not today. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm scared.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, exit. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57 the mic. Mike 57. Hey, high 7. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Now.
Here's Warner. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Switch. Alert 3.
Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Uses the stiff arm. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready, set.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, World.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Warner to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
I'm here all day.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the safety creep.
Protein spill. 5.
Now Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
51's Mike. Mike 51. You ain't going off. Mike 51. Mike 51. Stay with your man.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that's complete to Croft. yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I smell 54.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 David. 54.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Let's go.
2nd and 11. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it. Topper. Topper. Set hut. Hut, hut.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Kroft, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I know you ain't got it. Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Ready?
Now Warner. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First down, Rams.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
I'm going to run you over.
Hit it.
They run. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go again. Here we go again. All day, baby, all day.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Big trip. Big trip.
Now a first down throw, Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Warner. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Warner. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 10th carry now for Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Get that ball. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw on up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Blue draw Corker.
What you got, Heavy?
Here's Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 outlaw.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First down, Los Angeles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Check right. Watch your 5.
Switch up.
Let's go.
Warner from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Gurley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Kill.
Second down, it's Henderson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Set. 18 Gator.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Greystone, travel. Yo, be driven.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ben Roethlisberger with 1 touchdown pass thus far. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field.
5.
Mike 5-4.
Now Warner. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Watch twist. Exit.
Mike 51.
They'll set up a throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. And the grab by Croft. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it. 51, 951.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Box trap.
51's the mic, boy, 51.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Check, 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 check. Mike, 51, Mike.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Set, go. Ready, go.
2nd and 1. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard pickup and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Tackles, tackles.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Samson Abukum showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll set up to throw. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Got it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a draw play for Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They go.
On 4th down, Warner. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Roll out.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 50 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 51, Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go. The ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Now back to throw. And he's got it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Wow. 51, Mike 51. Blue dance.
2nd and 4. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Marr now to add the extra point. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Marr on for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
64.
Check 99. Check 99.
Ready.
Again they run with Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Warner, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Jet bombers, jet bombers. Shift.
Now it's Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Delta. Mike 5-4.
To throw, Warner. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess a question for me, where does 4-down territory begin, possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Hey, echo. 57 to Mike. 52.
Here's Warner. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Ready to break. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on the classics.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Fresno.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, wahoo! 55. Got deep. Hey, check right. Watching you five. Check, go.
Play action. It's Warner. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. This quarterback now Hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Los Angeles, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.